Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be having a Yu-Gi-Oh discussion video. The topic at hand is Yu-Gi-Oh Pay to Win regarding the new Master Duel game, specifically because this is a new Yu-Gi-Oh game that will be coming out. There's going to be a lot of new players hopping into maybe Yu-Gi-Oh for the first time, or even just like people that haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time. And on top of that, you know, people like me or you that maybe play Yu-Gi-Oh on a consistent basis and kind of follow the meta of the game. You're playing like the top tier decks, you know what new cards are coming out, you know, basically the hardcore dedicated Yu-Gi-Oh fan base. Is this the game for us, or are we going to be sticking to, you know, Dueling Book and AzneyesWhitedragon Pro? Well, they dropped a video recently in EU, and they even had comments enabled, which is awesome, and I do want to talk a little bit about this. But the topic at hand that everyone's talking about right now in the Yu-Gi-Oh community is the concerns for Master Duel being pay to win. Now, obviously the game isn't out yet, so we cannot see the microtransaction store, but there is something that got shown off in the trailer here, and I'm not going to play the full trailer because I just want to get right into the topic at hand. They show off a lot of the cool animations. That's basically what the trailer really comes down to. But the most important thing that people are talking about right now, and it's blowing up over on Reddit and everything. So like, you know, unlock 10,000 cards. That's cool. You know, there's lots of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the game. It's going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh card game that has a lot of content, which is awesome. But it says some cards may require event participation or in-game purchases. So obviously, if you guys have played any of the other Yu-Gi-Oh games like the 5D's Decade Duels or even Legacy of the Duelist or Link Evolution, you can unlock a lot of cards. However, there are specific cards. It was like Dark Law, I believe, in the Xbox version of Legacy of the Duelist that we played. You could not get some cards that were required. Like if you play a hero deck, yeah, of course you want Dark Law. You could not just unlock Dark Law. You had to buy this DLC that gave you 2 duels, and it was like $5 or $10. And I just felt like that was kind of like, if you wanted to play heroes, you like had to buy this. I don't care if they sell skins. I don't care if they sell sleeves, but make it so if you have to buy this game, because we don't know the price point and that kind of stuff yet. But the thing is that is this game going to be free to play? Is it going to be something that where you're going to have to buy and then you have to unlock cards like in the Legacy of a Duelist? You had to buy the game, and then on top of that, you also had to buy the special DLC to unlock some of the cards, because some of the cards, you straight up, no matter what, you cannot unlock them unless you buy the cards. At least that's how it was the last time I played it. I don't know if they've updated the game. In fact, that's one of the biggest concerns a lot of people are talking about also. But also we have event participation. So what does this mean, right? If you guys have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time, you guys know YCS prize cards sometimes can affect the game. Crush Card Virus was one of those cards where, like, if you didn't have Crush Card, it was really, really difficult to be able to compete because that card was so powerful. Are they going to make some of these prize cards obtainable only by winning? Because then even the whales, aka the people that spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on like opening up packs, if you can't buy them in the pack, that hurts, you know, their own business sales. So it kind of opens it up for like a double-edged sword. The good players maybe will still be able to get some of like these YCS prize cards that will be required for very specific decks. Like in the more recent times, Blood Memphis did see some play, and then Minerva Sworn was something that was more, you know, a thing. And then there's also the Emperor Dragon Pendulum card. That was another really good card. But they keep on hyping up, and in a lot of their advertisements, they just show off Exodia, Blue Eyes, they're showing off the animations. And I get it, those are like the iconic Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But who are they trying to market this towards? The hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh audience or the casual audience? Because with the casual audience, I think that they might have a little bit of fun, but they're just going to get stomped on. They run in an Exodia deck in 2021. It's just not viable. You're just teaching people kind of just bad play styles and bad habits, when in reality, you cannot realistically win consistently with an Exodia deck going in. And that's really what they're trying to hype up. Again, I'm going to be referencing a lot of different sources here, and I'll talk about what other content creators are talking about as well over on Twitter and other things. But nonetheless, this is what everyone's really concerned about. It's just that, like, you know, this whole event participation or in-game purchases, they're hoping it's not a tedious bore. Now, I did play the Legacy of Duels, and you guys know that, like, I've had so many, like, different Yu-Gi-Oh games that I've uploaded on the channel. But, like, do you think on average someone just wants to, like, play this many parts of Yu-Gi-Oh just to get their, like, meta deck running? I don't think so, especially when you physically already have the cards. Now, in an ideal world, there's someone that tweeted out, the TGS Anime tweeted out, it's like, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel as a consumer, yeah, it is ideal to have the monetization giving us all the cards available for free. Would I like that? Yes, as a content creator, this is amazing. Then as new packs release, they would also release them in the game. And then those packs can be bought with both in-game and real money. Thoughts? So I kind of like this idea. So they're saying basically that like everything up to this point, like when Master Duel comes out, we get everything. And then after that, we then purchase the packs. And I think that that's a good way to do it, even though I realistically don't think that's going to happen. My thought process is you'll be able to unlock some cards will be locked behind maybe getting a like DLC that you have to purchase, and you still have to unlock the cards. And they might even make it so you have to actually buy the game. Now, for me as a content creator, and I think for all content creators, we can all agree if the game is free to play, there will be way more content to be able to be pushed out because there's just going to be more people playing the game and more interested in looking at like deck profiles and stuff. There's going to be more players in the game, right? As a content creator, there's going to be way more viewers, so we can start uploading a lot of these weird, obscure decks. But to collect some of these cards to build these decks, I don't know if they're going to be like purchasing very specific booster packs, because sometimes the booster packs in these Yu-Gi-Oh games, they're not even like real sets. They're just like you get like the Yugi pack, you get the Kaiba pack, and it's just like it's very hard to get what you need. Considering the core Yu-Gi-Oh sets, you just buy like maybe one to three sets, you know, if that makes kind of sense. But I think this is a great idea. I also really like the idea that Pokemon has, where you buy a physical card pack, you get a code, you can put it in the game. That would be cool. But again, it's just back to back with everyone talking about they expect it to be kind of bad. Literally, cards are being locked behind paywalls. Again, we don't have 100% confirmation of that, but it could be like, for example, if they're just like prismatic rares that you can purchase and it's just like a cosmetic, I am 1000% okay with that, and I think most people would be as well. But I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts on that topic as well, because again, people consider it pay to win if you can just buy the latest, you know, packs versus the other person grinding forever. Because if any of you guys have played Duel Links, it takes an incredible long amount of time to finally get your deck up and running because it takes so many gems. And especially if you're a player that has been playing the game for a long time. A lot of people make new accounts just so they get the bonus free gems in the very beginning to play the most recent like new deck. That's what a lot of people are doing. And then House of Champs over here tweeted out and they said that talking about Master Duel potential being pay to win, and someone said life is pay to play. So I was actually kind of curious to know how you guys feel about this subject matter as well. I actually made a poll recently today within the past like hour before making this video, and like I mentioned before, everyone's talking about the new Master Duels. And I was thinking about the subject matter because I kind of want to make a video specifically on this topic as well. Is Yu-Gi-Oh pay to win? At least via right now, with the poll standings right now, a lot of people are saying Yu-Gi-Oh is pay to win. I mean, there are definitely cards like Droplet is pretty pricey. You get 3 Imperm that gets pricey. There's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards where you need 3 copies of, and easily it hits over $100 for even a playset, or if you want 3 copies of, you know, just even some obscure stuff. Sometimes it can get very, very expensive. I would say Yu-Gi-Oh in general, it's a very expensive game. That's why I like EDO Pro. Lets everyone just have access to all the cards immediately. But I think that's going to be asking for a little bit too much as far as like, you know, in these other Yu-Gi-Oh games, I grinded these out. Like it takes a long time to get all of these cards. But like I've played some of these other Yu-Gi-Oh games that are like very weird, and I think it's, for me, I don't mind the grind because that's content for me. It's something else to do. As long as they have like a story and there's kind of just more on it. This was the, if any of you guys haven't seen this game is absolutely ridiculous. This is a game, I'm not even kidding, where you have to like drive a motorcycle and also like this a really weird duel at the same time. I like these Yu-Gi-Oh games that add more content than just the card game, and this one specifically looks like it's like just the card game. But what I don't like are these super long animations. If any of you guys have played the Yu-Gi-Oh games where like you summon Stardust Dragon and it's like takes 30 seconds to like get the card, synchro summon, and then the card animation takes another 20 seconds. I could literally finish a real Yu-Gi-Oh duel, like, and I mean like, you know, where you set up like 15 negates, turn 1. You can literally do, this game is hard, by the way, okay? It's like on the Nintendo Wii, and I know it looks like I'm a bot, but I swear this game is super hard to play. But you can like literally play 10 duels in the time it takes you to play 1 duel in some of these like Yu-Gi-Oh games with all of these animations. By the way, I'll link these videos down below if you guys want to check it out. But I actually do have fun dueling against the AI. People are like, I really hate dueling against the AI. Dude, the AI, this is a really old video. I'll link all the videos I'm talking about because some of these are just like classic stuff. This AI sacked me on the next level, and I think that is so much good content, because I also think about like other fast content like I can upload on TikTok for some of these meme things. Like I know there was a video that blew up. I'm sure some of you guys probably got it in your recommended feed at some point, where like the AI opens up all Exodia and like you just lose instantly. He opened up with Exodia. Like those kinds of moments are really good for content creators, and I hope that that kind of makes a return. But I also was like, let's go ahead and kind of check out the comments, because I was curious to know like how are people really feeling about this. And it's the same thing again and again. Everyone's worrying about it being pay to win. There's no clarification on the systems, but I'm curious to know in terms of like the paid mechanic, because they have to make money somehow, right? I like how it says Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, and this is on the official Yu-Gi-Oh! It says Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, man, that's a different game. That game we could walk around, there was more content. That's why I was really excited about the Nintendo Switch game, and we've been uploading lots of content on it, because I like seeing like, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh! World, picking up these cards. If any of you guys played like the Tag Force PSP games, I actually have gameplay of that too. I like those games, but I really feel like this is like, it's almost marketed towards the hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh! Audience, but when you actually look at it, I'm just gonna play this in the background for a second, then I want to read comments. But if you actually look at the gameplay, it's catered towards casuals, so it's kind of weird in terms of the system that they are implementing in, because it's like they want to show that like, okay, we can make a game that can compete with EDO Pro and like Omega and Dueling Book. Well, Dueling Book is a completely different like category, I feel like, because I feel like Dueling Book, since you have to like manually like, argue with people, which is like more like really Yu-Gi-Oh! Like duels, it's a little bit different. But for the most part, I feel like it's marketed towards casuals and the competitive, but I think the most competitive people, they don't want to unlock the cards. So comment down below, do you guys really want to unlock all the cards by like going through a campaign? And then some cards, again, are completely locked, like as in you cannot unlock like Dark Law for heroes, or like if you were playing like Phantom Knights or something like that, and it's like, oh, Rushy Bardiche, you have to buy this DLC, it's not coming out in a couple weeks. But that's not even my biggest concern. They could do all of the monetization. The problem that I have with these Yu-Gi-Oh! Games is they never actually update forever. Like, I just want one Yu-Gi-Oh! Game and it just updates forever. I don't care if I have to buy the game, or unlock the cards, and it takes a long time to grind. I don't mind it. But then next year, don't come out with a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game and then I have to redo everything all over again. That's the most frustrating thing for me as a content creator, is just grinding through all of it. And I guess, yeah, you could just pay money to open up packs and stuff, but that's the way I see it. But like I said, I wanted to go kind of check it out, and like, all the comments are literally all about this, so it's all regarding the whole monetization, the pay to win, and I just really want to know, what do you guys think is a fair thing to have? Should the game be free? Here's what I think would be awesome, okay, at the end of the day, and what I think would be the best for the game. The game is free to play. You can unlock some cards you have to purchase, like you can buy like a structure deck, but I hope we don't have to pay 3 structure decks. I just want them to update the game at the end of the day. But I think that the free-to-play would be the best business model. But on top of that, sell sleeves. And like, I would like for us to get, like the TJS was saying, because I think this is a good idea. We get all the card packs up until like now, or whenever it like releases. That way it doesn't feel like we have to unlock cards that have like 1700 attack their vanilla monsters. Like, I've done that. I've played it like 1,000 times. I just want to play like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, and like, you know, the thing is, when we have access to EDO Pro, it makes it so like we can instantly just go into a full completed deck, and I can give you guys a download right there, bam, you're ready to go. But if like I do a deck profile here, people are gonna be like, I don't have this card, it comes in this pack, how do you get this card? I have to pay for it? I don't want to play this game anymore. And I think that can really discourage people. So that's my like thoughts on the whole like you know, pay to win, the monetization system. Yeah, look, it's just the same. I actually really like this. You get the 3 promo cards in some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs, but like it was literally what I didn't wanted. It still looks good, by the way. But that thing alone is going to be something that people have to consider when purchasing this game. I don't know. I feel like this video has gone way too long, but that's my thoughts on it. And I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. In fact, I think it'd be a fun video to do with a bunch of content creators, knowing like what their opinion is on it, this subject matter. And maybe I'll try to gather some content creators, because I do have them on like Facebook as friends. And maybe we can like talk about a discussion video on this subject matter, because I think it would be really cool to see other people's perspective in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. They are content creators, and how they would monetize this game, because again, I think giving us all the cards would be great, but it's realistically not going to happen. But I think that just having the sleeves be monetized, the sleeves, prismatic rares, and like game mats, and like the, you know, the zones and different little things, because like in the gameplay they show off little icons. I would play the video, but last time I uploaded this, Konami was like, yo, we're gonna copyright strike you. So I was like, okay, man. I really wish I could show you guys more of the trailer, but like I said, last time I did that, it was kind of no funsies. But it's going to be interesting to see where this goes with the pay-to-win mechanic. Is it going to be pay-to-win? I don't know. But, like, just by looking at how people feel about it, it's kind of rough, but we'll see. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and do want to see gameplay of Master Duel, regardless of how pay-to-win the game is, if it is. Because at the end of the day, we don't know, but a lot of people are expressing their concerns right now, and that was the whole point of the video, is to have a discussion on the subject matter. But I will be giving you guys gameplay of it, so if you want to see it, subscribe, turn on the bell, and you'll see it when the game drops. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.